A very warm welcome to my class 12 student, and today we will finish off the last topic of this chapter of electrostatic, that is torque on a dipole kept in an electric field. So already student, I have told you the concept of dipole. What is that? The pair of two charges, one is positive, another is negative, and when these two charges experience a force, what happened? There is a creation of movement, and that is we are saying at torque, means turning effect. Okay, so let us begin with the concept. Is here what are the black arrow what you are showing student, that is here you see this arrow represent the electric field. Clear? And what we have done it in the electric field, we have kept two charges. Here suppose I have kept it minus q, you can represent as this side as minus q, and you can represent at this point as plus q. Okay, so what I have done it, I have kept one charges. So once I kept the charges in the electric field, there is a creation of force which turn the charge, and once when turns the charge, it creates an effect, that is torque. Clear? So how we can find out the value of the torque? Let us see. Suppose here you have seen the imaginary line, that is dot dot, I have done it. Clear? This is the force experienced by negative charge, and this is the force experienced by positive charge. Okay, as electric field is uniform student, so both the field remain same, only difference in the charge value. This is positive charge and this is negative charge. Clear? Now you have to consider one triangle. That is here what I have consider CAB. I will repeat CAB. Now from this triangle student, you have to find out the value of sine theta. Clear? And here I have written for you, that is sine theta is nothing but perpendicular, it is nothing but perpendicular by hypotenuse. Clear? So here you know very well that angle is this one. Okay, angle opposite is this one, angle opposite is perpendicular. So perpendicular is BC student, and your hypotenuse is AB. So what is the value of AB student? That is 2L. Means you know very well the difference, the distance of separation between two charges, we are considering 2L. And previous section, if you have seen the video, repeatedly I have told you the distance between two pair of charges which is acting in the form of dipole, and distance is 2L. So here finally I have written the distance is, check it out, 2L. So BC is how much student? See, BC is nothing but 2L sine theta. This much I hope you have understood. Now you will focus for force. Now already I have told you, for the negative charge student, F equal to minus QE, and for the positive charge, F equal to QE. If you will see the sum of the force acting on the charges, that is one is positive and another is negative. So when you combine together, means total force acting on a dipole, it is nothing but 0, means the net force is 0. But again I will repeat, the net force is 0 does not mean that there is no presence of electric field. There is a presence of electric field, but the force, net force experienced by dipole is 0. Hence there is no linear motion, because here is something like rotational motion, but there is no straight motion which is linear motion. Okay. Now what is the condition for torque student? The basic condition are the two force which you are seeing here should be equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. Clear? That thing you have to remember. Okay. So torque formula, simply we can write force into perpendicular distance. And what is your perpendicular distance, my dear? The perpendicular distance is BC. Clear? The perpendicular distance is BC. So torque is equal to force into perpendicular distance, and here what I have represent as small r. Clear? But you can write small r is nothing but perpendicular distance is BC, and here you got it, BC is how much? That is 2L sine theta. So you will put this in place of BC, 2L sine theta. Now you already know that your dipole P is nothing but Q into 2L. So here is Q, here is 2L. So once you combine these two, you will get as P, and left with E, which is already present, left of sine theta, which is already present. Now what is torque? Torque is equal to PE sine theta. And as you know that once we remove the sine theta, student, we can also write tau is equal to P cross E. Clear? This always the VR or exam, the board examination used to ask. So you have to remember this concept very clear manner, and the most important thing what I am telling to you is now you have to focus on that. They normally ask, you have to define what is stable equilibrium and what is unstable equilibrium. Means when you will say the torque is stable and when you will say the torque is unstable, or you can say unstable. Clear? So first you see, one student, this is your, what is that? Dipole, means P. This is the electric field. When the both are in the same direction, see the arrow showing both are in same direction, theta that time is 0, means theta is 0 degree. And once you put sine 0 degree, your answer will come as tau is equal to 0. So this is the first condition when we can see that the torque is stable when theta is 0. Clear to you? And one thing I will tell you why it is known as stable, student. Means what? Once the charge or dipole move, what happened? They can regain its position. That is the basic thing. Once the dipole move, again when you will rotate, they will regain its position. That's why we can say it is in the stable equilibrium, or you can say torque is stable. Now second thing you have to remember, that is case 2. What happened here? You see what I have taken, theta is 90, means the dipole and the electric field both are perpendicular to each other. So once you put the value sine 90, so everyone know sine 90 is how much? 1. So torque is, you see, torque is PE. But this is the situation when the torque is not stable, and sometimes we are saying that not in equilibrium, means torque or dipole does not regain its position. Clear? Now we will move to third, student. See, the dipole direction is like this and electric field direction is like this. Means there is a difference of 180 degree. You see how? Suppose the electric field is going like this and your dipole is going like this. Then tell me what is the angle? It is nothing but 180 degree. So you put the value, student. Again you see torque value is 0. But can we say it is a stable? No, because student, here the dipole does not regain its position. Understood? So to regain its position is stable, otherwise you can say unstable. If it is regain its position, you can say it is stable, no problem. But many places you will get torque is equal to 0. So that is a stable is only we can say when theta is equal to 0 degree. Clear to you? Now see the fourth cases. Here theta is 270, student, means if you put sine 270, you will get -1. So it is PE, it is in the negative form. Again, it is not stable. Clear? And last point is, see, when theta is 360 degree. Clear? When theta is 360 degree. And here you also see, you got as the answer as 0. So shall I say it is stable? No, not at all. Only stable we can say as theta is 0, because student, that time I am repeatedly telling this thing because maximum time they are asking this question when you say torque is stable, and students seeing the answer tau is 0, they just write theta is 360 degree, theta is 180 degree like this. No, that is not right, because you have to see the position of the dipole as well as electric field. So that is the thing. When theta is 360 also, student, you are getting answer as 0, but you cannot say it is unstable. So for stable and unstable, one few lines I have written for you. See, when we disturb, the dipole does not come back to its original position. What I am repeatedly telling to you means, if they are not capable of returning back to its original position, even though torque is 0, but it is not an stable condition, it is an unstable condition. But when we disturb, it dipole come back to its own position, means theta is 0. That time we can say stable equilibrium. So this is the most important thing which you have to remember: condition for stable and condition for unstable. Clear? Theta is 180 degree, theta is 360 degree. These all you are getting torque as 0, but you cannot say it is unstable, but it is an unstable. Stable is only one condition, student, when dipole is getting 0, but theta is at 0 degree. Clear to you? Now, my dear student, this work you have to do by yourself, and if you are facing any types of problem while solving this question, you can ask to me. And please note all the topic what I have discussed in the video and in a written form, because this video will be there, but once you are bound to form a notes so that it is clearly easy to you in future. Clear? So maintain the notes, solve this question. If you have any doubt, please ask. Okay, you try to solve all the question, because already I have teach you this part which you have to remember. Clear, student? If any doubt, you are welcome and you can ask. Now you see, student, this is the new chapter topic which I like to tell you. Okay, because already we are lagging behind with our course. So see chapter number 2. Just directly I have started with this chapter, last topic of this chapter. So the chapter is electric potential. Okay, so first of all you have to remember what do you mean by electric potential. Okay, so first you have to understand, student, what do you mean by zero potential. Zero potential means you are doing the work, okay, but you cannot move the charge. This is the simplest thing which you can remember. Once you are doing the work but the charge does not move, that is the zero potential. Clear? Second thing you have to remember, student, potential is a scalar quantity. Clear? Potential is a scalar quantity. Now I will tell you, just you listen the concept of potential, then you will think for other topic. Suppose a charge is at infinity, okay, and you are doing some work to bring a charge from infinity to a point. If you are success in bringing a charge from infinity to a point, that time we can tell that you have done some work. But suppose here what I have written, you know electric field E, and I have left with what is that, student? 1 by 4 pi epsilon, you leave it. That Q by R square everyone know. So what happens? Suppose my distance of separation of charge means charge at infinity. Clear? So when the position is at infinity, what happened? 1 by infinity is 0, means there is no presence of electric field. Now what happened that time? Suppose force is F equal to QE. If no electric field means no force, and if no force means no work. So this is the situation when charge at infinity. So infinity, what happened? We have to consider as zero potential, means any charge which is kept at infinity, the work done is taken as 0, means you are trying to do the work to bring the charge to a certain point, but you can't able to do that, means your work done is 0. So this is the case what I have told you. Suppose a charge at infinity, my dear student, you are trying, but then also charge at infinity, distance of separation, that time electric field is 0. If electric field is 0, your force is 0, and if your force is 0, my dear, then your work done is 0. Clear to you? Now what I will do now, I will try to do some work to bring my charge from infinity towards some point. So what that I have considered here, see what I have done is, student, the work done for bringing a charge from infinity to point Q. So see, this is the charge Q, okay, and some distance of separation is infinity, means you cannot create anything and you cannot get the value of potential. So what I will do, I will distance of separation should be come near a point where I can visualize and I can identify the position. Okay, so I have tried my level best to bring a charge from position BB. This time also at this position also the charge as infinity, but once I have bring at this position, it is not in infinity but certain point. Clear? So what I have considered, my dear student, the charge distance potential from BA point is RA, the charge distance from BB is RB. Clear? So Q from BA and Q from BB. Clear? So what is the charge potential, means BA minus BB. Clear? So see, but remember BB is till now at infinity, means you are doing the work to bring a charge to a point, but this time also the position is not at certain but at infinity. Clear? So see, BA minus BB, BA minus BB is how much? B is Q by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by RA, RA for this one. Clear? And BB is what? Q by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by RB. I will show you once again through written part. Okay, this I will draw again for you. Suppose this is the point Q, this is the point BA, this is the point BB, and suppose it is infinity somewhere. Clear? This is the distance, student. I can consider RA, and from here to here I can consider RB. Clear? So potential formula we know, work done per unit charge. Clear? Work done per unit charge. So final formula is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. Okay? So now you write for BA is how much? BA is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by RA, and BB is how much? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by RB. Clear? So what is the potential difference? BA minus BB, that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by RA minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by RB. Now you take the common R 1 by Q, Q I have not written, you write it Q like this. Okay, take Q common, 4 pi epsilon naught common, student, then left with RA minus RB. This much you have understood, and left hand side is VA minus VB. But what I have told you, BB is nothing but infinity. So you can write BA minus B infinity Q by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by RA minus 1 by distance of separation how much? Infinity. So 1 by infinity is 0. So BA minus B infinity is nothing but Q by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by RA. This you have to remember as a formula. Clear, student? Oh. That one for the pointer. Okay. Now potential you have understood. Potential is a point in an electric field, is the amount of work done. What I am told you, that you are doing the work done in carrying a unit charge from infinity to a point. Means you are doing some work, my dear student, to bring a charge from infinity to a point. So what derivation that I have shown you. Clear? Now you see that clearly. Now what we have done it again. Here is the charge. Here is the point A, and P is the point where till now you are experiencing an electric field. Clear? So from Q to P distance is how much? X. So if from infinity first we have bring at point P, then point P you have bring it point A. So how much amount of work done you have do, student, so that to bring a charge from point P to point A, that is taken as dx. Now see, Q is the charge, A is the point of distance r. Okay, so everything words I have written, what I have dictated you. Dx is the position where you have done the work to bring a charge from infinity to a point. See, so work done is f dx cos 180 degree, because see the angle, you are doing the work like this. So initial starting and reaching to this position, cos 180. Cos 180 is nothing but minus 1. Now force, you know what is that? F is equal to, you know, q by 4 pi epsilon naught r square. What I r square in place of r, what is the distance of separation? That is x square. So here I have written x square. Clear? Now putting the x square, student, you will get the answer like this. So it is an integration, means you are going from infinity to a particular position. So limit is infinity to a particular position. So this is the amount of work done, what you have done it. Now you take this value, you remove this, the constant term, keep the thing which is variable in the integration, and everyone know the formula. I hope so you have remember the formula, student, of integration. If you have not remembered, then again I will tell you, x and dx is, what is that? Integration over x. Can you tell me? N plus 1 by how much? N plus 1. Here n is nothing but minus 2. You see, x minus 2 plus 1 by minus 2 plus 1 is how much? X minus 1, that is 1 by x, and one negative side we have created here. Already one negative side is there. So negative cancel. You got the work done as a b infinity, like this. Okay. Now your function is to put r a at this position, means you will get q 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by r a, and this is the work done you have done. Clear? So at least you try to remember this concept. In the next class I will start with the next topic. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video.